Tonight, when the sun goes down, you are going to flip a switch. Light will flood the room, and you will not think twice about it. But for 99.9% of human history, that switch did not exist. When the sun set, the world went dark. Not dimly lit, not manageable. Completely, totally dark. For over 300,000 years, every single one of your ancestors spent roughly half their life in near total darkness. They did not even have candles for most of that time, just the black sky, the stars, and whatever fire they could keep alive. So what did they actually do for all those hours? The answer changes everything we think we know about sleep, storytelling, and what it means to be human. It starts with fire. The earliest solid evidence of humans controlling fire comes from Wonderwork Cave in South Africa, roughly 1 million years ago. But fire did not just keep people warm. Fire completely restructured the human day. Before fire, when the sun went down, you climbed a tree or found a sheltered spot and you stayed still. Moving at night meant becoming food. Our eyes are terrible in the dark compared to the predators that hunted us. Leopards, hyenas, wolves, all of them could see just fine. Fire changed that equation overnight, literally. A campfire creates a circle of safety, roughly 30 feet in diameter. Inside that circle, predators will not come. Fire did not just protect humans at night. It gave them something they had never had before: extra hours. Before fire, the useful day ended at sunset. Fire suddenly added 2 to 4 usable hours to every single day. And over thousands of generations, those extra hours changed our species. In 2014, anthropologist Polly Wiesner published a study recording conversations among the Jew/Hwansi Bushmen of the Kalahari Desert, one of the last groups on Earth still living close to the original human lifestyle. What she found was striking. During the day, about 80% of conversations were practical. Who is hunting where? Which plants are ready? Logistics. But at night around the fire, the entire character of conversation changed. At night, 81% of conversations were stories, myths about the origins of the world, adventures, jokes that made the whole camp laugh. Wiesner argued that firelight conversation is where human culture was born. The campfire was the original theater, the original classroom, the original church. It is where humans learn to think beyond the immediate present and imagine things that do not exist yet. It is where we became us. But the night was not just about stories. There was something else happening that scientists only rediscovered in the last 30 years. You were not designed to sleep the way you sleep right now. In 2001, historian Roger Ekirch published a paper that changed sleep science. After 16 years digging through historical records, he found over 500 references spanning centuries, prayer books from the 1400s, court records, diaries, medical texts, passages in Homer's Odyssey. All of them mentioned the same thing: first sleep and second sleep. Before the industrial age, people did not sleep in one continuous block. They slept 4 hours, woke up for 1 to 2 hours in the middle of the night, then slept 4 more hours until dawn. This was not insomnia. This was normal. And in 1992, psychiatrist Thomas Weir at the National Institute of Mental Health confirmed it. He removed all artificial light from a group of volunteers for 1 month. Within weeks, every single participant settled into the exact same pattern without being told to. 4 hours of sleep, a quiet, wakeful period. 4 more hours of sleep. As if some ancient program had been waiting inside them the entire time, buried under centuries of electric light. What killed it was simple: light. Street lamps in the 1600s, gas lamps in the 1800s, Edison's light bulb in 1879. And within a generation, the night as humans had known it for 300,000 years was gone. Modern humans are exposed to artificial light an average of 7 to 8 hours after sunset. Blue light from screens suppresses melatonin, delays sleep, fragments rest, and disrupts the circadian rhythm that evolved over millions of years. We did not just change when we sleep. We eliminated an entire phase of human consciousness. That quiet, reflective state between first and second sleep, described by Vare's subjects as peaceful and almost meditative, simply does not exist for most people anymore. Instead, we have insomnia, and we treat it like a disorder. But what if waking up at 2 a.m. and lying there in the dark is not your body malfunctioning? What if it is your body remembering what it was built to do? For 300,000 years, your ancestors gathered around fires and told stories that built civilizations. They slept in 2 phases with a window of quiet reflection in between. They lived in darkness so complete that the Milky Way was not something you drove to a national park to see. It was just the sky. We traded all of that for a light switch, and most of us never even knew it was gone.